complaints submitted to the mayor and the board should be date stamped, logged for record. Trustees need to be made aware, that way we can review to determine what action needs to be done. Filed for our written policies. A written policy is really just how prevent confusion, protect residents, protect employees. It protects the village from claims that complaints were either ignored, hidden, or selectively hidden. So I'm just asking the board to consider creating or adopting a written, complete policy so everyone knows the proper process going forward.
Okay,
That's all I'm asking.
you know, and to add to that, complaints come in daily about several minor things. To some people it may not be minor,
Yeah.
but there's all kind of complaints.
Yeah, not all, yeah.
Yeah, so.
There's a lot of complaints.
Right, and I feel like, yeah, we can, I have no problem at all with trying to, establish some kind of a guideline to handle complaints.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like a good idea. And do you have ways that you wanna get this started? I mean, have you got ideas? Have you got, background stuff to bring forward as a proposal to the board and how we can do this?
No, I just figured the whole board would just discuss on how we wanted,
To handle it?
to have our complaint, yeah.
Cause there's a lot of complaints that come in daily. Some complaints may be the trash man forgot to pick up my trash. We can't wait for a board meeting to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's some that people may consider minor, and there's some, pretty big ones.
Yeah.
But, are you asking for all complaints to come before the board?
Formal complaints?
Yeah, formal,
Not
just,
just
yeah,
what I was
stuff
gonna
that's
say,
addressed
formal
to
and
the
not
board.
informal.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I'm sure there are complaints about
Yeah, all kind of stuff.
all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's look into that. Let's see. Let's,
Yeah.
bring some, I have no problem with that at all. Okay. So, building permits, anybody got anything under building permits? I don't think we have any building permits, do we, Derek?
No.
No building permits? Special use permit, okay, so we go to open meeting. Nancy, you got anything in open meeting? Nikki, you got anything else in open meeting? Miranda, you got anything you wanna bring up in open meeting? Sure. Jim? Heather? No? You have something you wanna talk about in open meeting, anybody? Anybody, you guys got something you wanna bring to the board in open meeting?
Yeah, I just got a few things.
There you go, come on in, stand up and let's talk to them.
The four-way stops at the end of First Street here.
Morrill Street, the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it in.
I think that's just gonna cause a lot more issues than what we've already had, because there's people gonna be hitting their brakes trying to stop versus
And we
anything
can,
like that.
and you very well may be right.
Only because people's not used to it.
I know, a lot of people that live in that area have talked about it, and, if something don't work, we can change it.
Yeah.
That's not a problem, but we can't foresee what does and doesn't work unless we try it. If it doesn't work, then we don't have to stick with it.
Okay.
That's not a problem. I know a lot of people go through it, and I've already heard that, and me, myself is included.
Yeah, I run it every day.
Oh, yeah. But
You're not the
people-
only one.
So,
Yeah, the people-
and I will say that some people in whenever they have the fair in Carmi, they used to put up like a temporary stop sign.
Yeah.
And they had a flasher on top of it, and that may help
Yes.
recognize that
We
there is a
talked
stop
about
sign
that,
right now
and I
too.
think we've got some pricing on that. Like when you go through Grayville, you see the stop sign.
Yeah.
I think it has to go, Mark checked in on that, cause I was very interested in that. And, I hate to quote you the price, but he gave it to me, it's pretty high.
Yeah.
But it's nothing that, if it makes it easier, that we can't look into for sure. And, again, we can bring it to the board. But we'll give this a chance, and if it doesn't work out, then shoot, yeah, I have no problem, it's just one of those things that we're trying, because the residents there are complaining about the speed that people get up through there. And, when Luke lived there, he had that little guy up there,
With
caution
the little hand.
kids playing, and we can't do that, the city can't do that.
Yeah.
Derek, we talked about that today, that's a liability for the city to put up children playing signs, is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Yeah.
The state passed it about 10 years ago where they don't want any of it.
An individual can, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good point, we're gonna
And
look
then,
into that, no problem.
The other one was I'd taken my kids up to the park. I think it was Tuesday night when they were playing pickleball, and some of the there was one for sure that was kind of a pain in the ass about it. She goes, well, we're playing pickleball here. We don't want kids up here and blah, 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 blah. And I said, what's a public park?
It is, yeah.
I mean, you're 75 years old, go home. Don't be playing at the park. And so I don't know, maybe.
The only thing that we got up there is a board, is established, a board approved a set of rules, and that's the only rules that we have up there.
Yeah,
So if they're abiding by them, which have been.
the person that was
then that's not an
complaining
issue.
about it, she goes, well, we don't want no kids up here during pickleball tournament, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well,
No,
it doesn't really matter
no,
to
it's,
you that this is a
I
public
think
park
if
and
you-
it closes at this
uh,
time. If you don't like it, then you're more than welcome to leave.
If you read the sign, as far as the pickleball courts you're talking about, the board approved the rules for the pickleball courts. I believe it's 12 years and younger, you have to be accompanied by an adult.
Well,
In the
but they
park,
wouldn't
at
even
swing.
over by like the pickleball. They
Oh.
were they were just playing.
We
on
were
the
just
swing
told
set
we
and
couldn't be
everything
up
like
there
that.
on Tuesdays
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Thursdays.
Yeah.
You know, that's the public
That's
park.
not, that's not
Yeah.
The park.
And that came from Sarah Putney.
Yeah, that's
we were,
not,
we were playing
that will
at the
be-
park with
yeah,
the
thank you.
jungle gyms and stuff. We weren't allowed up there on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
it's a,
That's-
yes, you
that's-
can.
And it's been said numerous times, not just
Yeah,
once,
that's
it's been said
not,
numerous different.
well,
people.
nobody's denied that
That's-
part.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's a public park.
you talk to me after the meeting, tell me who you have an issue with.
It was just Sarah.
Okay.
I was gonna say-
I'll just put it on record.
So what-
I don't really care.
Yeah, I'll talk to her and tell her we got some things going on we need to deal with and work through.
Okay.
And,
And then my little girl was stopped on her, I don't know, 20-pound little Barbie scooter,
Yeah.
saying that she can't ride it on the sidewalk.
and
Blah
I
blah blah
talked
blah
to,
blah.
mhm.
But I mean, if the way even when I grew up,
I know.
we
So
were
here's-
able to ride like even a bicycle, like even those little e-bikes. They're safer on the sidewalks for kids riding them versus letting your kids play out in the middle of the
I
road.
agree.
And like, it's not going to break the concrete by
Do
no
you know who it
means.
was that told her that?
It was Mark.
Yeah, he said it wasn't him. You sure it wasn't Mike?
No, I know Mikey.
Okay. Because, you know, I talked to him about it and he agrees that, you know, riding on the sidewalk is much safer, although there is laws in Illinois against riding on the sidewalk. You know, we gotta use our head and think.
But would you rather your kids play out
No,
on the road
that's what I'm
versus the
saying, that's what I'm
sidewalk?
saying, I think.
I know, but I'm saying like,
We should use
that
common
just
sense.
goes back to how corrupt Illinois is. Oh yeah, fuck your kids, let them just get ran over, you know, blah, 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 blah.
I think it's
Yeah.
primarily bicycles, because if you're walking on the sidewalk and you have somebody on a bicycle, they will not.
Yeah, they don't care.
Right, they don't care. I ride a bike, I ride on the road, you know,
Yeah.
I obey the law, just, you know, but little kids. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, they,
I'm not thinking about
yeah,
somebody
I'm
on a
not,
Barbie.
I'm saying that's something that we need to probably use some common sense. If it, you know, the
Yeah.
child is safe on the sidewalk, in my opinion, then I don't have a problem with that at all.
Okay.
You know, not at all. And we'll talk about that, and I think I had, after you called me, I did talk, and
Okay.
I think everything, I think one of the problems that we have been having is uptown, the post office.
Like where they're ramping off of it and everything.
Well, it's not even kids, it's older people on some of these e-bikes, they get on the sidewalks and they'll go, when hardware stores there, we noticed it, they would go right past the
And
opening
not slow down or anything.
to the hardware store and not be aware that people's coming in and out, and so they try to address that, but, okay.
And then,
Man, you got all kinds of things, don't you?
well, I won't talk about all of them this time, but, since I'm putting that new roof on my garage from when it
Mhm.
fell in, my insurance company's wanting an updated thingy about like, I don't know, something about the property or something, like what all's been done to it in the past, and I told them the only thing I knew of is where the, gas line was taken out and capped in the ground, but, they said that there wasn't no records of it.
I don't know about that, that would be something that Mark would know about, right? That's right.
Yeah, we did take that out.
Yeah,
Yeah, so there's no
no-
gas line through that property now.
Yeah, they said that there wasn't no records of it, so I didn't, I didn't know what to
You
do.
mean your insurance company doesn't have records of it?
No, the, whatever this building's called.
The office?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, there it is. There's definitely records.
okay. Yeah, they just
Maybe
wanted an
out there.
updated.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
we have the records
Okay,
at utility.
okay, do I just come up here to the office and grab 'em? Okay,
That'll
alright, and that's all I got for this week, I
Well,
guess.
thanks for coming.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
have a couple of things to comment if that's okay. One, the stop sign, and I know why they're doing that, because there are people who will floor it all the way. You know, and so that is a concern. And I think Mark had said, he's not gonna like start ticketing people because there's a new sign there. So I think, you know, he understands that people are getting used to it, just like the one on, you know, Winslow. so that's, that should
Grace
be a
period, yeah.
concern. Yeah, just so everybody gets used to it. Something else, since you did bring up the bathrooms, at the park. I know there's a code on it too, but here's a funny thing. So, there are no locks on the inside of the bathroom, except for the one that somebody could code and get in. So somebody's in the bathroom, there's no privacy, and if somebody doesn't know you're in there, they can unlock it and
That's
walk
true.
in on you.
That is
So,
true.
we probably need like at least a chain lock, so
So what do you do if somebody
you probably say, please don't come in, but I mean, by that time,
locks
Say
herself in?
surprise.
yeah.
Some 4-year-old child locks herself in.
I mean,
It's good,
I don't know if that's.
I don't think a 4-year-old child would be able to
don't
get
know.
up there.
Or somebody with some issues.
I mean, a
Possibly.
4-year-old child could just lock themselves in now, because if they don't know how to unlock it.
We'll check into that to see if that's actually something that can be done. I don't know that you can do that. I'll check into it.
Okay.
I was also, while we were on the part, I was also asked about the handicap, accessible, like swing, where did that go? I
It's
guess.
been broken, it's been in repair, it's out at the,
Okay,
Yeah.
I was asked about it, and I
Yeah.
was like,
I'm almost
I don't,
afraid to put it back up, cause I'm just afraid that it isn't
okay,
it could
all
be
that
something
good, so
with,
it may be something, worth purchasing for the park, maybe.
Is that the one
yeah,
that
'cause
one might help?
it's supposed to be
purchase that?
handicapped
I'm not sure
accessible,
who helped.
right, bathrooms
It was
and
up there
everything
for
there in the park,
15
right?
years.
Oh, okay. I
we're
thought
getting another one that can be
I thought
repaired, I
the,
know, I was asked about the same thing.
Which,
So
yeah,
if
yeah,
somebody
and I
helped
mean,
with that, or
I can
we put
understand
it
it,
into
cause I
that.
didn't even notice
I
it,
think
but.
Lacey
Dr.
asked me about it.
Lacey
Not that I
Lacey
know
was the
of.
one that asked me, and I said, well, I sure will ask,
I'll
and
look
find out
into
what's,
that
but if we
tonight.
need to, that's something we can look into if we need to purchase
Good
the
point, I'll
ones.
check into that for sure, about that lock.
Yeah.
I got something.
And if it's,
Hey Rick.
Yeah.
I've got one more thing I forgot to mention.
okay,
I don't know who the people are that moved in across from my property.
Yeah.
But I've asked them several times to move their mailbox, at least like either in front of where I park my Jeeps, like by the tree, or down with the rest of them, because when I'm coming out of my property with my trailer, I have to drive like in, not their driveway, but the yard right next to their house, and their driveway, so my trailer doesn't hit it. And they're like, well, we're not gonna move the mailbox, and I was like, well, this is kind of my property, like, I take care of it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it belongs to the city, but I take care of it, and I was like, and it's just an inconvenience. And they're like, well, we don't really care what you want, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, well, remember what happened last time? I was like, it's my
Yeah.
mailbox this time, I mean.
well, I can have Mark look into it, I can't promise that we can make a move, but we can
Okay.
definitely check.
Yeah, cause I mean, I don't like where I think it's a pine tree, like that divides my property and the church's property. I don't even care if they put it like right there,
Right.
just gives me enough room so I can get out of my driveway. Or when we put up a mailbox, we were told we had to put it collectively with the other mailboxes to make it easier on the postal lady.
I'll have him check into it soon, I'll get back with you.
Okay.
Sure.
Cause when we first got those courts, did the pickleball club ask for a signage for like, to have sit beside time when they did play?
Tuesdays
Thought
and
they-
Thursdays,
right.
does the sign say that? I don't remember.
I don't know if the sign.
But then that just takes away from the kids wanting to go up there and having fun while a bunch of grown ass adults are
I
up there.
think they're
This-
talking
well,
about
so
the
this is
park,
just
not
like
the pickleball.
The pickleball part of it.
The
Oh.
pickleball area,
Yeah.
right.
They-
Okay.
they
Yeah,
want
not
it
the
Tuesdays
park
and
Oh.
itself, so you will have to talk to her.
It's not the. Cause I think that when we first did it, it was part of, we did years ago.
I think kinda like it's reserved for them on Tuesday and Thursday nights or whatever.
Just for certain time, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
for
but
like
they're
2
talking about
hours, I
like
think.
the actual
The
park.
The swings.
They're talking about where they were at the swing.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
at
no,
the-
no,
Yeah,
no.
like at the new
I'm talking about
playground is
the
where we.
Yeah,
was.
you're talking about the court, they're
Pickleball
talking about
court.
the park.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people are using, that's what we want, we want to
Yeah.
try to do the best we can to allow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Figure it
care,
out.
like, whatever goes on up there, just,
Yeah.
I mean, you're a grown ass woman screaming at a bunch of, it's an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I mean, that makes you feel real powerful, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't holler and stuff like that, we gotta keep calm. Best we can. Anybody else, Charlie?
Nope.
Charlie, anybody down there, anything got anything you wanna say, nobody? Sharon, you got something you wanna add, you sure? Okay then.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion's made by Osborne, seconded by Westfall to adjourn at 6:49. Gwen?
Yeah.
Westfall?
Yes.
Kuykendall?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Osborne?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.